Now I've accidentally written something really bad here. And so let me take a minute to point out what I did. I made a huge voice crossing. Let me explain that over here, and then we'll come back to it. Let's write out just a chord. Let's go over here. And let's just make a nice sounding chord. Nice big, like C minor kind of chord. Okay, now I entered all of these in as layer 1 because they're the same rhythm. I probably should have entered them in as separate voices, but this is all I'm going to write right here, so it's okay. Okay, what is wrong with this? This has an error, and it's something called a voice crossing. And what that means is that the order of the notes, SATB, from top down to bottom, is out of sync. Let me show you that. So this is our highest note of the chord, right? This is our second highest note of the chord, as it should be, the alto. This is our third highest note of the chord, but it's actually not. If our tenor was written on treble clef, the same exact note is right there. It's in between these two. So this is a voice crossing because the tenor has crossed over the alto and is singing a higher note than the alto. Voice crossings are bad. Generally forbidden if you're being in strict style. Now, if you're writing a piece for a choir, there's like artistic reasons where you might want to do it. But as we're like kind of focusing on the rules right now, voice crossings are a no-no. So watch out for that, especially when you're going in between staves. It's really easy to do. There was a couple over here that I did. Let's ignore that for a second. Like right here, where this G is way up here. You know, it's crossing the soprano part from the previous chord, actually. So this is a different kind of voice crossing where the previous note, I'm crossing over it with the other voice. So it's a little bit different, but what we really want to be concerned with is this kind of a case where we've got a note in a voice that's out of order, where this should be there is kind of okay, but this brings up another issue that we're going to talk about later, because in this case, the alto and the tenor are doubled. They're on the exact same note. And you can have doublings, but you've got to pay kind of special attention to them. So what would actually be better here is that would kind of fix it. So now I've got C, C, E, G. I still have my chord, but now I don't have a voice crossing. So watch out for voice crossings.